The next award goes to Rajkumaran. Select the award to Rajkumaran.
Guys, clap, please.
Would you like to share a few words for him?
Rajkumaran was with us for some time, then he left the company, then he came back. So he is one of the great comebacks of KAAR Technologies. Other than that, is there anyone else who wants to share a few words about Rajkumaran?
Prem, can I have something?
I was working with Raj closely in Saudi project and also in Winners4 project, and his contribution to both the projects are tremendously good, and also he is also one of the most wanted guy in traveling. So he is also getting added to the most of the time he used to handle all these projects. Wherever there is a travel management requirement, he used to handle them parallelly, and he delivered all the success. So I wish him all the best.
Raja is again a multitasking personality. He was at any point in time he would work in at least 3 or 4 projects. He was working in Chakra. He was working in Amyantit, he was working in Kemanol, he was working in AOC, Simkim, Tasli. So 6 projects at one time for travel management.
I worked with him on AOC project. One of the mantras we learned today is develop, deliver, and deserve. He is a deserving candidate.
6 projects. Maybe we can call him a 6-pack Rajkumar.
The next award goes to Krishnavedi.
இந்த ஒரு பிரைஸ் கொடுக்குறப்ப தான் மகேஷ் கொஞ்சம் சிரிக்கிறாரு. A few words about
contributions has been written on the whatever she has contributed, she has to.
Okay.
We say a true friend is a friend in need.
No.
A friend in need is a friend in need.
We had some adversities in the cash flow during, started I think from May to September, October, we were having a lot of cash flow problems. So we were getting persistent calls from our vendors when we are going to make the payments. And I can say Krishnavedi stood as a shield for the organization and especially for the finance team to handle those things without deserves it.
As I always say, there are heroes and heroines who are always observed and in the limelight invariably one time or the other. But there are always many unsung heroes of this organization. And she's one of such a person, very committed, very knowledgeable, always on task, always has an answer for every question thrown at the finance. I really appreciate her commitment, I really appreciate her knowledge. Kudos.
The next award goes to
Next award goes to Rajkumar Shanmuham. Shobha wants to speak.
It is very difficult for me to tell in words. He has been an excellent, tremendous soldier to this HR and admin team. He has really been a commander of this HR and admin team. He has built the team from the scratch. And now what we are and what we go forward will be a definite contribution from his side. Thanks, Raj.
Happy. It's a great milestone that we have achieved, but I would always take this as a reminder to bear more responsibility, and I would only think from here where. So as we had attended a workshop today where we had the topic is good to great. So I feel this is good, but I really have a long way to go in achieving the great award. Thank you so much to my team and to all of you. Thank you.
Rajkumar has been really good. He did organized for beers last night, so hopefully he does the same today also.
Today also. Otherwise, I'll take back the award.
You seems to be very silent. You guys have got nothing to say?
Guys, can you just raise your hands? Every one of you, can you just please raise your hands?
Only we have two, is it?
Just show me
We can give one.
Just show this, yeah? No, it's not really turned red. You have to really clap really hard, okay?
You guys have no words about Mark.
Do you guys like HR? Do you guys like Rajkumar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys like Rajkumar?
Yes.
Do you guys like Rajkumar?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you all. I would like to call upon
Mike.
Sebastian Joe Barrett to collect the
Are you out of school or from college? Where are you? Look like School kid.
For 1.5 years, but the basis experience that he has, he could easily qualify for a 5 or 6 year basis consultant. His dedication, his attitude, any problem, he just goes and busts the basis by I'm putting this out there, he makes sure he understands it. And the next morning he has a solution. There have been so many escalations that were handed over to him which is not even part of his work. And for KAAR Watch, he was instrumental in figuring out all that was behind SAP. You just have to just lead him to a direction, leave him there. He totally figures it out and brings back so much value to the entire organization. Thank you, Sebastian.
I have been working with him for the very complicated SSO issue for the past 6 months. But his commitment and dedication is highly commendable. Congrats, man.
I like to back what Vaidehi said. Sebastian is doing excellent work. When I'm just 20 days old here, and I've seen Sebastian has a knowledge of a basis guy of 5 years. He works on multiple projects, and he says too, he can handle so many screens are open on his screen, on his system, and he can handle a well-experienced guy. He's doing a tremendous job. One more thing, there was an issue which we were having it for a while, and I just said we'll just look at it, and he started to look at it, and he got the solution, and we could close that issue which was open for a while, the Adobe PDF forms.
Sebastian, for calling that Adobe form. And thanks. But one thing I'm not sure. Till 2 o'clock you are not talking. Why? What's the reason behind this? Till 2 o'clock you will not talk with anyone. After 2 o'clock, you interact with him, you know how much you can talk and positive energy with you.
Yeah, that's because why did he goes home at 2 o'clock?
This guy has really amazing attitude. He was, when he joined in, he came as a trainee or something. He joined as a trainee a year and a half before. But I have never seen anyone from that age grasp concepts of basis, which is actually a very tough area in SAP. We can say that from experience. So this guy is able to grasp complicated things so quickly, and he has a very good name among the team also. He's called Silver Sebastian. He's really called Silver Sebastian, and that talks a lot about his attitude. He never says no to anything. It's very surprising. The guy can actually work. I think the first, I've never seen anybody like that. In fact, the first 30 days of his stint, 60 days of his stint in the office, he worked non-stop. He didn't take 1 day off for the first 60 days.
We had to force him to take off, right?
And it came to a point where Vaidehi got scared. This guy would just fall off. So she had to force this guy to take a break after 60 days. So that's the kind of guy, that's the kind of commitment he has, and amazing attitude. I think he really deserves a lot more.